Nggak ada suara, Pak. Nggak ada suara.
Cek, cek, cek. Cek, 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 cek. Cek, 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 cek. Dengeran nggak? Cek, cek.
Dengar.
Ya harusnya mungkin ke atas gitu kan? Ya.
Wildfire in Oregon has more than tripled in size since Friday. The flames have even impacted.
Cek, cek, cek.
Satunya lagi. Tes.
What are you seeing out there, Tyler?
Tes.
Right now across the west, and you can see that the entire state of Nevada is under a heat alert. Here, except the heat warning, the orange areas are heat advisories. This is extremely dangerous. You know that it is dangerous heat. We should cool off overnight. Look at these overnight temperatures for the next few days. Death Valley, near 100 degrees overnight. Palm Springs in the 80s. Redding, it will be near 70 degrees. Salt Lake City will be in the 70s. In Salt Lake City, it's up to 100.
Cek, 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 cek. Oh, ya.
This pakai metode. Tes.
Cek. Kedengeran nggak? Cek, cek.
Kedengeran Bu Rina.
Good afternoon, everyone. In a few minutes, we will begin our seminar trial.
Nah,
Good afternoon, everyone. In a few minutes, we will begin the international webinar on gastronomy trial. Saya harus teriak-teriak nggak sih? Kita nggak bisa teriak.
agak kita ngomong biasanya juga agak kencang dikit juga kedengeran.
Oh, aku kayak teriak-teriak gitu ya tadi.
Enggak sih.
Teriak nggak tadi? Tuh,
Enggak sih.
kencengan. Cek, cek.
Halo. Halo.
Jadi aku baca assalamualaikum, terus kita pakai we are currently in a room that applies health protocol. Please allow us to take off our mask.
Iya, baru kita.
Terus kita lepas, terus aku baru mulai.
Ya.
Oh, assalamualaikumnya berdua, nggak bisa ya?
Enggak usah sih kayaknya biar nggak bentrok. Takutnya kan kalau langsung mah nggak apa-apa kali ya. Soalnya kalau ini takut bentrok di situ audio.
Oh iya, itu ya. Berarti bagusnya berdua.
Iya.
Bareng-bareng.
Apa? Apa?
Belum. Ntar kita ke sana deh.
Oh, berarti full body ya, betul? Berarti full body ya?
Pakai sepatu juga kan?
Pakai sepatu berarti ya? Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Belum.
Dihitung dong 1, 2, 3 gitu. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Shalom, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. We are currently in a room that implements health protocol. Please allow us to take off our mask. Attention please. International webinar on gastronomy will immediately begin. To audiences, please kindly mute your audio throughout the ceremony. Your cooperation is highly appreciated. Honorable invited guests, my name is Rina Kurniawati and Arvino Kautsar Ekaputra, the master of ceremony of this webinar. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. From the virtual room, we would like to welcome you to International Gastronomy Webinar, Building Gastronomy Tourism to Sustain Tourism and Creative Economy during the COVID-19 pandemic era. Practitioners and academicians' perspectives.
The Honorable Minister of Cooperative and Small Medium Enterprises of the Republic of Indonesia, His Excellency Mr. Teten Masduki, Director of Sahid Politeknik Jakarta, Ms. Neni Wahyuni, Bachelor of Economics, Magister Management, and the Management of Sahid Politeknik. Politeknik Sahid Jakarta Representative, Doctoral Candidate, Suci Sandi Wahyudi.
Indonesia Gastronomy Community Representative, Ms. Ria Musiawan. The U.S. Representative, Dr. Wigiono Yono Purnomo, and Dr. Marcela T. Garces. Malaysia Representative, Dr. Alice Moniard. South Korea Representative, Dr. Nimrod M. Carpio. Turkey Representative, Dr. Hussein Pamukcu.
Australia Representative, Dr. Hera Oktadiana. Uzbekistan Representative, Mr. Temur Mirzaev. India Representative, Dr. Anukreti Jai Sharma. Dr. Asep Parantika as moderator of this webinar, and all invited guests of this webinar.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin this webinar, let us sing together the Indonesian national anthem, Indonesia Raya.
Selamat aku rakyatku semuanya. Bangunlah jiwanya, bangunlah padanya untuk Indonesia Raya. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, tanahku negeriku yang ku cinta. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, hiduplah Indonesia Raya. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, tanahku negeriku yang ku cinta. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, hiduplah Indonesia Raya.
Rector of Sahid Politeknik Jakarta, Ms. Neni Wahyuni, Bachelor of Economics, Magister Management, to deliver opening remarks. Thank you, Ms. Neni Wahyuni, for the remarks.
We would like to invite the Minister of Cooperatives and Small Medium Enterprises of the Republic of Indonesia, His Excellency Mr. Teten Masduki, to deliver a keynote speech. To His Excellency Mr. Teten Masduki, the time is yours. Pre-memory. Thank you, His Excellency Mr. Teten Masduki, for the speech.
As a token of appreciation, we would like to give a certificate to His Excellency Mr. Teten Masduki, Minister of Cooperative, Small and Medium Enterprises, and also to take a picture together with the audiences.
Honorable invited guests, next is presentations from the panel guest speakers. Please kindly stay at the Zoom meeting. This session will be guided by Dr. Asep Parantika as the moderator. To Mr. Asep Parantika, the time is yours.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I would like to welcome to you to International Gastronomy Webinar, Building Gastronomic Tourism to Sustain Tourism and Creative Economy During COVID-19. Pandemic Era, Practitioner and Academician Perspective, hosted by Politeknik Sahid, Jakarta, Indonesia. My name is Asep Parantika, Lecturer Politeknik Sahid, Jakarta. It is honor to be a moderator for today's session. Tourism is growing rapidly into an industry that contributes greatly to the economy. Tourist motivation to visit different destinations has an impact of the development of tourist attraction. Tourist destination offer a various attraction to meet the needs of tourists. In 2020, the UNWTO issued a global report on food and tourism, which explained gastronomic tourism is an emerging phenomenon that is being developed as a new tourist product due inter alia. Over the third of tourist spending is devoted to the food. Therefore, the cuisine of destination is an aspect of utmost importance in quality of the holiday experience. So it is not surprising that UNWTO places gastronomic tourism as one of the most dynamic segments in the global tourism. Unfortunately, culinary is more popular than gastronomic tourism in Indonesia, although it has a significant potential to be developed into main attraction, which can increase community participation, especially small and medium enterprise. However, emerge of the COVID-19 has made the tourism and small medium enterprise sector experiencing a difficult period. So it has become a big challenge for the culinary industry in its promotional and food safety effort and the integration of the technology for the small medium enterprise to prepare strong small medium enterprise the pandemic era. Ladies and gentlemen, in this webinar, we will discuss challenge of gastronomic tourism industry during a pandemic, the ways of the tourism and culinary industry to survive in relation to the gastronomic activities and creative. And the last, we would like to find out innovative ideas for developing gastronomic tourism in Indonesia. We have 10 speakers from 8 countries: Indonesia, United States, Malaysia, South Korea, Turkey, Australia, Uzbekistan, and India. It's honor for us to have all of you in this webinar. Ladies and gentlemen, the first speakers is Mrs. Ria Musiawan from Indonesian Gastronomy Association. Good evening, Mrs. Ria. How was your day? She is a gastronome and food enthusiast. She is also disseminator of the tea culture, especially for Indonesian. She was chosen as a chairman of Indonesian Gastronomy Community, period 2020 to 2023. She is very related with gastronomy organizations such as promoting Indonesian tea as part of gastronomic hospitality, which is a special coverage of Indonesia gastronomic in addition to coffee. Cabinet Secretary to Lions Club International. And in 2014, she wrote ethic book. The title is Small Things That Matter. Mrs. Ria, you have 10 minutes to present your presentation with the title Indonesia Gastronomy Tourism Potential during the Corona Pandemic. Time is Bu Suci. Ibu Suci, please, on cam. We would like to practice.
Halo,
Okay,
Mr. Asep.
thank you.
Iya.
Thank you, Ibu Suci.
Is it times for me or still? Hello?
Ibu Suci, please stay on
Yes,
cam.
can
Because we
can
would
you
like to
hear my
practice.
voice, Mr.
Okay,
Asep? Pak Asep,
thank
can you hear
you.
my voice? Hello?
Bu Uci, you listen what we say. Please raise your hand. Give thumbs up. Ibu Suci, did you hear us?
Yes, I hear Pak Asep, but
Okay.
Pak Asep didn't hear me. Can you hear my voice or no?
Any presentation that we would like to present?
I have to correct a little bit my presentation, Pak Asep.
Ibu Uci, please on cam.
I guess Pak Asep didn't hear me. Can you hear me clearly, Pak Asep?
Okay. Thank you, Ibu Suci. Thank you, Mrs. Ria, for your presentation. The highlight from you about gastronomy are blah, 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 blah. Before we end this session, we would like to give you a certificate online to you as a presenter. Certificate. Thank you, Mrs. Ria. The next speakers is Mrs. Hera Octadiana, PhD, CSA from James Cook University. Good evening, Ibu Hera.
Halo Pak Asep, apa kabar?
Baik, Ibu. Are you on camera right now?
Ya, Aneta, sorry, can you close that one? Oh, that's too bright.
What time is it, Ibu?
Jam 5, Pak,
Oh,
5:15.
jam 5. Is summer or winter right now in Australia?
Winter, Pak.
Oh, winter. It's freezing, yeah. Yeah, Ibu. Okay, let me read your short biography. You have a long biography, but please allow me to in a short version. Ibu Hera Octadiana earned her PhD from School of and Tourism Management, the Hong Kong University. She also CHA, Certified Hotel Hospitality Educator, from the American Hotel Lodging Education Institute. He has been academic members at Bina Nusantara University, Bunda Mulia University, and Trisakti School of Tourism in Indonesia. She joined James Cook University, Australia since 2017, now as an adjunct associate professor. Her research interests include tourism and hospitality education and tourist behavior, emerging market, especially the area of Muslim tourists. She had received several awards for her research and publication. The most recent was from the Ministry of Technology, Research and Technology. Currently, she is an editorial board of Asia Pacific Journal of Tourism Research, International Journal of Tourism Cities, and some Indonesian journals. Ibu Hera, you have 10 minutes to present your presentation. Time is yours.
Oke, thank you Pak. Ini nggak harus presentasi kan Pak ya?
Pre-memory Ibu. Thank you
Pak?
Ibu Hera for your presentation. The highlight from your economy tourism are blah 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 blah. This session, we would like to give you a certificate online to you as a presenter. Certificate. The certificate. Thank you. Thank you very much, Ibu Hera. Ladies and gentlemen, the third speaker is Dr. Wijono Yono Purnomo, the New York. Good morning, Chef. In New York, I heard New York getting better this pandemic. Is it right? You have long CV, but allow me to read in a short version. Chef Wijono, or we call Chef Yono, co-owner of Yono Restaurant. He is a member of American Culinary Federation, National Restaurant Association, New York State Restaurant Association, Confrérie de la Chaîne de Rôtissiers Restaurant, and many more. She has expertly mastered the unique blend of exotic spices in tropical countries and a dragon-mounted sambal, creating a unique, sophisticated, complex, and layered cuisine. He has won numerous bronze, silver, and gold medals through both national and international competition. Chef Purnomo has represented of the United States both individually and as a captain of the 3 members United States team in a British Open Cookery Championship. Chef Purnomo, team manager, lead the 7-member New York State Culinary Team Albany to London for Hotel Olympia, La Parade, the chef. Chef Yono, you have 10 minutes to present your presentation. Time is yours. Ms. Safira, can you present the presentation? Thank you, Sapiono, for your presentation. The highlight from your presentation are we would like to give a certificate online to you as a presenter. Thank you very much, Chef. Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth speaker is Dr. Marcela T. Garces from Department of Modern Language and Classic Siena College, New York, United States. Good morning, Dr. Grace. How are you? I will read your biography of Dr. Marcela T. Garces. She graduated from University of Minnesota 2010. Now she is Associate Professor of Spanish at Siena College near Albany, New York. Her broad area of research is contemporary Spanish cultural studies, with particularly emphasis of Basque gastronomy and fashion studies. Most recently, she published an edited polymer, Fashion Spain, from Manila to Rosalia. Her article in the field of gastronomy were published in the Journal of Gastronomy and Tourism in 2021 and the La Nueva Literatura Hispanica in 2019. She is a scriptwriter of the Tisco Experience, The Secret Culinary Space of Basque in 2017, a documentary film about Basque gastronomy, which was screened of Iberia Airlines in spring 2018 on 25 different transatlantic flights, at Napa Valley Film Festival in 2018, in multiple locations in Spain, United States, in Spain, and at academic culinary conference. Mrs. Dr. Garces, you have 10 minutes to present your presentation. Time is yours. Thank you, Dr. Garces, for your presentation. The highlight from your presentation are, we would like to give you a certificate online to you as a presenter. Thank you, Mrs. Garces. Ladies and gentlemen, for the fifth speakers, we have Dr. Alice Moknat from School of Food Studies and Gastronomy, Faculty of Social Science and Leisure Management, Taylor's University, Malaysia. Bonsoir. Comment ça va? Glad to have you in this event. Allow me to read your short biography. Dr. Alice joined Taylor University in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia in 2014 after receiving her PhD in sociology from Université de Toulouse, CERTOP CNRS, Toulouse, France. She has led the fundamental research grant scheme from the Malaysia Ministry of Higher Education. The title is Toward a Model Concern and participate food heritage tourist polarization process indigenous community Sarawak. Dr. Alice work currently focus on tourism promotion of food heritage and appreciation of food and eating habits. She work currently focusing on tourism promotion on food heritage, on moderation of food and eating habits. Oh, 2 kali ya? Sorry. Dr. Alice, you have 10 minutes to present your presentation with the title Gastronomic Tourism, a Food Studies Perspective. A Food Studies Perspective. Time is yours. Thank you, Dr. Alice, for your enlighten. Several points that I can conclude are blah, 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 blah. We would like to give you a certificate online to you as a presenter. Thank you very much, Dr. Alice. Now, moving along to the next session. Please welcome Dr. Nimrod M. Carpio from Hotel Management Department, Jeongju University, South Korea. He will speaking to us on the new normal in gastronomic sector in Republic of Korea, challenge and opportunities. Good afternoon, sir. What I should call you? Dr. Carpio? All right. Allow me to read your short curriculum vitae. Dr. Nimrod Mendoza Carpio is from the Philippines and presently a faculty member of Jeongju University in Republic of Korea. He earned his doctor degree in business management, major in hotel and restaurant management in 2014, and took his Master of Science in Hotel and Restaurant Management in 2009 at Philippines Women University, Philippines. He also joined Oliveras College Tagaytay, Philippine Women University, and Far Eastern University as assistant. Presently, he is from his many compliments. He was also to make researches and publication on gastronomy as a factor of tourism overall Korea, benchmarking in kitchen. There is adopting green practice in kitchen and dining operation in Philippines and others. Times your Dr. Nimrod. For like to give a certificate. This is a token of our appreciation from us to you as a great speaker today. Thank you very much, Dr. Nimrod. Ladies, Dr. Hussein Pamukcu as the 7th speakers from Tourism Faculty, Kocatepe University, Turkey. Good afternoon, Dr. Hussein. How are you? Before you start with your presentation, I'll read your short biography. Dr. Hussein Pamukcu received his bachelor degree from Mustafa Kemal University in 2011 and his master degree from Avion Kocatepe University in 2014 and his doctorate from Sakarya University in 2017. He started his academic career at Kastamonu University in 2013. He started to work as an assistant in 2013 and as a doctor lecturer in 2018 in the Department of Tourism Management of Tourism at the University of Kastamonu. As February 2020, he has continued his career. His career at the Tourism University of Avion Kocatepe as associate professor. Now, time is your Dr. Hussein to deliver your presentation. Thank you, Dr. Hussein, for the presentation. Let me rewind some crucial points you mentioned in your presentation. Before we end of this session, I'd like to give you a certificate online to you as a speaker. Thank you, Dr. Hussein. Ladies and gentlemen, the 8 speakers, we have Mr. Temu event. Continued as a translator and tour guide in 2015. Start work Uzbek Tourism Company. Currently, the organization was upgraded into the Ministry of Tourism and Sport. There, he worked in Ziara Tourism Division, Diversification Department. Mr. Temur, please present your presentation with the title Culinary, the New Tourism Attraction in the Post-Pandemic. Time is yours. Thank you, Mr. Temur, for your... Sorry. Thank you, Mr. Temur. Point that I can conclude are we will give you a speak online to you as a presenter. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Anukrati Sarma from Department of Good afternoon. How are you, Dr. Sarma? I read your short biography. Dr. Sarma is an associate professor in the Department of Commerce and Management, University of Kota. In 2015, she received a research award from University Grand Commission, New Delhi, for her project, Analysis of the Status of Tourism in Hadoti and Sekwati region, Rajasthan, Opportunities, Challenges, and Future Prospects. Her doctor from the University Rajasthan. He has 2 postgraduate degree specialties, Master of International Business and Master of Commerce. Her special interests are tourism, tourism marketing, strategic management, and international business management. He has edited several books on tourism under publishing. Dr. Sarma, please present your presentation with the title Food Tours and Walk in Promoting a Destination. Time is yours. Thank you, Dr. Sarma, for your presentation. If I conclude, several points are: we would like to give you a certificate online to you as a presenter. Thank you, Dr. Sarma. Ladies and gentlemen, now we have the last speakers. Mrs. Suci Sandi Wahyuni from Politeknik Sahid, Jakarta, Indonesia. Currently, candidate of tourism studies at Postgraduate School of Gajah Mada University, Indonesia. Mission researchers actively doing research for tourism development, especially in Indonesia. Her interests such as gastronomic tourism, culinary tourism, gastronomic product innovation, tourist behavior, tourism, and tourism development. She will present a presentation with the digital era, an exploratory tourism typology. Are you Mrs. Suci? That the time for your presentation is about 10 minutes. Time is yours.
Free
Thank you,
memory.
Mr. Suci, for your presentation.
Free memory, Pak Asep.
Before we certificate online to you as a presenter. Thank you very much, Mrs. Suci. Dear all participants, thank you for your patience. I'm sure question already received by committee. Unfortunately, due limited time, we already chosen several questions. Thank you for your understanding. Question number 1 to Mr. Temur. Blah, 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 blah. Please answer, Mr. Temur. Question number 2 to Mr. Blah, 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 blah. Question number 3, blah, 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 blah. Question number 4 to Mrs. Suci, blah, 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 blah. Thank you. Thank you so much to all the speakers. So this is the end of the session of our webinar today. And thank you to all for attending. Please open all your camera for taking photo with the entire audience. Komita, are you ready? I count 1, 2, 3. Once again, 1, 2, 3. Thank you. All right, Miss Irina, back to you.
This is the end of today's webinar and this event, July 14, 2021. We would like to remind our invited guests to fill in the attendance list provided in the chat box. The certificate can be sent via email. Once again, I am Arvino Kautsar Eka Putra and Rina Kurniawat. On behalf of the webinar committee, we would like to say thank you for your participation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om, Santi, Santi, Om.
Selamat datang di Politeknik Sahid Jakarta, salah satu kampus pariwisata terbaik di Jakarta.
Pendidikan tinggi vokasi berbasis industri yang unggul, berbudaya, religius, dan memiliki daya saing tingkat nasional dan internasional telah mengantarkan Politeknik Sahid menjadi trendsetter pendidikan tinggi vokasi di Indonesia.
Dengan metode pembelajaran blended learning, on campus, online, and on workplace menjadi pilihan metode pembelajaran di Politeknik Sahid.
Dan memiliki program double degree dengan negara Prancis, Jepang, Uzbekistan, dan Taiwan.
Serta memiliki program kerjasama dengan pemerintah Kota Payakumbuh, pemerintah Provinsi Sumatera Selatan, pemerintah Kabupaten Morotai, dan pemerintah Kabupaten Supiori.